What's up, everybody? Showtime is Blazer King with King's Critiques, and we're here for Dragon Ball Daima, the finale. Last week I said that since it didn't have a specific amount of episodes listed on the thing, that I didn't know how long it could go. Apparently they just decided to cap it off at 20, which is fine, I guess. That means either we might get a season 2, I don't know, but they also might just come back to Super in like 6 months' time. Also, who knows? Suppose we'll see how that all goes by the finale. But for the time being, of course, we get back to Super Saiyan 4 Goku beating the shit out of Mega Gomah. And we'll see how all that goes. But let me know your thoughts if you haven't seen the finale yet in the comment section down below. Unfortunately, solo leveling probably won't be up until like Monday at least. But we'll see how my upload schedule pans out because things and reasons. But hit the like button, subscribe, and let the whole video run through if you're not going to have for conversations. With that being said, I seem like the volume's so much lower on Crunchyroll than it was on Tidal. Like, for you guys, it won't be so bad, but at least on Patreon and the cut up. Whoever did their audio fucked up. Okay, like, I know by this point, 3 or 4 episodes into the fight, but, like, that eye is bullshit. It's like, oh, no, I'm getting the shit kicked out of me. Anyway, I do have a thought, though. Like, just, what if in the crazy realm of the humans, what if Tien could use his third eye for some crazy shit like that? Like, be able to train up enough so his third eye gives him some, like, special power boost and shit? I feel like that'd be kind of badass and make Tien even more relevant than he already was. I know saying a minor character who used to only be good in Dragon Ball is relevant. It's crazy. But again, he did 1v1 Cell in his second form and hold him off pretty handily. Doesn't matter if you're immortal if you're getting manhandled. Technically that should count for being hit against the head multiple times in a row. I'm just saying. Like, the back of his skull is being grinded into the side of that cavern. The sheer power of his aura just cock-blocked Gomah. That's funny. Just like, I'm gonna set up for some super big powerful... No, you're not! Aw, shit. So are they gonna use this chance during the beam clash for Piccolo coming and just be behind Gomah like... Or just impale him with it? It pierced the fucking heavens of the demon realm. And I know that's kind of an ironic statement, but damn! You know the... I'm not even going to say what that looks like. You know the Tamagami of the fucking third demon world's probably looking at that and be like, okay, I'm so glad I didn't have to deal with that shit when he fought me. No. The sure slack-jawed reactions from these two witnessing that is the best thing ever. Like, Goku literally just blew a hole in this man's torso. And, like, I know I've heard some crazy shit on the internet about people wishing that would happen to them, but I did not think they would take it so literal here. Why would you talk while doing it? Like, here's the thing. Why do people always talk when they're sneak attacking? Like, had you not yelled, it's over, you probably could have got the third shot in without him realizing what was happening. But no, you talked during your attack. If you're ever going to sneak attack somebody, don't tell them it's gonna happen. Otherwise shit like this will happen and you'll fuck up. Just saying. Aw, hell. Wow, and after Goku blew his load inside of Gomah, that is so tragic. Oh my god. Ku saves the day. That is incredible. Like, he wasn't even supposed to be in the midst of the fight, and he got blown towards the fight and went, well, since I'm here... That's incredible. No, honestly, that could not have ended any other way but in slightly comedic fashion. Like, I know Daima was supposed to be slightly serious in the same run as most of Dragon Ball, but a lot of Dragon Ball also has been very comedic. So that fight could not have ended any other way, honestly. Like, Piccolo doing it would have been great to keep up the action, but that could not have ended any other way. Are you scared of an eyeball? Pick that bitch up and put it in your pocket. What's gonna happen? Or that. Okay, Honestly, they have to give their kudos to Ku for that. That would not have ended without his assistance. Right! Like, he basically came into existence. Other than his intelligence, he was basically useless. And then in the final acts of the fight, he actually helps win the fight. Like, you gotta give it to him. And do just also hang out with the good guys, like, we did it, woo! Where's my chocolate? Meanwhile, Mommy Irinsu just like, huh, they did it. With that proud little nudge. I think Piccolo might be a little ashamed he was more useless than the most useless Majin they've ever met. Like, he's probably like, I need to get stronger. I don't want to be useless next time. You know, a short rule for him is actually kind of fitting. You know, the crazy part is I was actually going to ask earlier, you know, where is something kind of like what absorbed Garlic Jr. the first time? Like, I know that's a not canon movie, but I imagine there was probably something like it in canon, and yeah. Apparently that is the thing I was thinking of. I don't remember what was actually called in the human realm, but... Also, what are with all the things that look like butt plugs in today's episodes of anime? Like, I know this wasn't uploaded today, as in Saturday, but like... What are with all the things that look like butt plugs today? Like, it had the lance from Beheneko, which I'll upload that tomorrow as I usually do. I'll probably just upload this today, Saturday. But, like, the things that Arinsu's riding on and that's between her and the other chick also look like butt plugs. Like, what the hell? Come along. Come along. Bring along all your hopes and fuck! Well, something tells me he's gonna just look at her and be like, yeah, take it. Like, none of the rest of us are staying and want it, so what'd I just say? Like, he probably also has full faith in his sister that she won't make it any worse for the demon realm than Gomah would have. Because I think, based on all that happened with that fight, she kind of like had a shift in heart to where she might not be good, but she also probably isn't as evil for the demon world as Gomah was. Wouldn't that technically be better for you, though? Because that way you don't have to find the balls again? So technically, the one who's in line to be Demon King is Goku. Or is he actually gonna turn around and have Ku be the new Demon King? They all thought the exact same thing I did when he said that, because technically Ku landed the final hit. Like, he's the one who had the eye pop out, so technically he was the winner. The look of realization in his face when they all turned to him, like, wait, you don't mean... He just takes on the role and boom, cape. I mean, okay, think of it this way. Like, technically, yeah, Arinso is mommy in more than just that definition to him. But, like, also she could still serve under him until she gets the power from the Dragon Balls. And then he'll probably hand it over to her willingly. You know, and in the meantime, Do could be his, like, second in command, because it's his brother, basically. And be a very strong knight to defend him if something does happen. It actually kind of works out, really. Honestly, that's kind of the thing that makes sense, really, honestly. And then her expression. Just the what? Why would I want to... Oh, okay, well, I didn't think minister would be the title, per se, but... You know, close enough, right? Okay, that one I also didn't see coming. Like, the larger Majin lady and Neva, I kind of saw joining his, you know, cabinet as well. I didn't think he'd call in Glorio, though. Like, it kind of makes sense also because he worked for Irinsu to begin with. But, okay, in a way that also makes sense. Kind of a representative of the third demon world. You know... It kind of makes sense. It's kind of surprising to do that, but hey, he's there and they'll work together for the greater goal. Ku's actually a lot more diplomatic than I thought he'd be. pretty much what I said. The representative for the third demon world is its king. I mean, that kind of does make sense. Most of them do belong back on Earth. The only one who might not is, I forgot whatever his actual name is, but Shin. But Shin, again, would probably rather be back with them on Earth. Or at least in Universe 7. Actually, is the Demon World technically part of Universe 7, or is it, like, part of all universes that connects? These are questions for a later time, I suppose. Out of everybody who shouldn't be, it's that guy who basically gave the eye to Gomah through that cute girl. Damn! Just totally ignoring him. Not even being like, no, you put us in this mess. Just ignored. I love how Daima even recognizes that he could be good at the job. Because, like, here's the crazy part. You don't have to be evil to be a good leader. I know a lot of people don't understand the concept of that, but, like, you don't have to be a bad guy to be a good leader. You can actually, like, know what you're doing and be a good leader. Crazy, right? Did you really say he could have won? Bitch, you only have Super Saiyan 3, which granted is an improvement from how we started the series, but, like, Goku barely took him into a handicapped state in 4. And that's before the eye was like, oh yeah, no, that giant hole in your stomach, don't worry about that. They've called it that in canon now. So, like, they didn't bring it up that way before, however, yeah, it's kind of crazy how that worked out, right? Like, they came specifically to save Dende, and in exchange, they actually helped out the entirety of the demon world. It kind of seems like a common trait that main characters in anime have, but, like, that's just insane. Like, you don't just save a world, you save a world. It's actually funny, this request coming directly from the new Demon Gang. But before we get off with the rest of the outro, regardless of if it's the actual credit scene with the flying bird or not, based on what's being put up here, you gotta remember, and excuse my shitty hair, salute the man, rest in peace, balls that Goku ate in, like, episode 2 to the Tamagami. That's adorable. And the Kraken thing after getting the shit kicked out of it several times through the series, now just vibing with the Tamagami. The other one just being friendly to the soldiers, and Roshi being Roshi. We literally haven't even seen him the entirety of the season, except for maybe episode 1, but... Oh, duh, he was reacting to being old again, like, no, my youth! You know, 18's back to being a MILF, and everyone else is back to being good. Actually, wait, did 18 even transform back to a child? I don't even remember episode 1 by this point. That was, like, months ago. Chi-Chi's back, and she's like, oh shit, how'd I get up this high? I'm still mad the recoloring they did with Kibito. Like, why was he red and now he's purple? Hopefully I see something at some point that, like, elaborates on that. And also, again, what the hell is Popo exactly? Is he a demon too, or what is he? It was still crazy they could communicate telepathically even as Babus. Ah yes, the butt plug that holds those two assholes. No, but at least they're in a place they can, like, just vibe for all of eternity. That's actually not so bad. Like, I imagine a lot of us would probably like a place like that. Just very comfortable that we can just, like, vibe. See, and they've got video games. See, life in there isn't so bad. You have sensu beans back on Earth. What do you need those for? She's like, weren't you much smaller when I saw you last time? Exactly. No, that was actually unrelated. Yeah, Bulma was not expecting that one. But she couldn't see the antennae on the on top of its head. Okay. She did not just call them... What did they do? Oh no. She's not about to convince Bulma to eat fucking maggots, is she? Or larvae? Fucking tomato on appearance, really. She's not about to buy a whole bunch of those, is she? Yeah, that's about what I saw happening. What? She's selling them? No, that's fucking insane. Gomah literally just went through so much effort to find one, and he could have just came here to buy them and ruin the entire fucking world. How about we just buy all 3 from you so nobody can get these ever again? No, hold on. That last shot I have to... That has to be the thumbnail screenshot. Like, hold on. Will the what disappear before? No? Yeah, okay. That has to be the thumbnail screenshot for the finale. Like, of everything I've seen this episode, that has to be it. Just the look of shock and awe on their faces. And that's like the last 2 seconds of the episode, so I'll just leave it on that so I can do the outro bit. Honestly, like, we did get a really cool fight and a lot of really awesome shit happening with Goku going Super Saiyan 4, Vegeta going Super Saiyan 3, and a bunch of other cool shit. But the way they just added the comedy bits to the fight and stuff at the very end, much appreciated, honestly, because Ku being the one to actually beat Gomah and then becoming the Demon King is insane, but I kind of love it. Because, like, the dude will actually do a very good job at what he was set out to do. So, while we won't see any more of that, that's kind of fun to see. But I suppose the real question is, now with all that said and done with, what'd y'all think? Personally, I really did like it. I would have liked for them to go at least another, 12 episodes or so for another arc, but that's neither here nor there. I suppose the thing I can gather off that is maybe we'll keep going with Super sometime soon. Post-superhero movie. So we can, get into the Moro arc and stuff. That's my hopes, though. But you can let me know yours in the comment section down below. And of course, as usual, hit the like button, subscribe to the gaming channel in the description down below. Ring both bells, like Facebook, follow Turner and Blue Sky, keep updated with things. TikTok, Patreon, I get full on ad visuals and audio, the stuff I upload here. Ring both bells, like Facebook, follow Twitter, keep up. I just literally said all of that. Holy shit. Follow Twitch, subscribe there for benefits. Can do so at Twitch Prime for free. That helps me out more for the month than subscribing to these does, but these help out more for the extremely long amount of time I've been active on this platform. And all that being said, check out the playlist here and let it run it when you're doing chores or whatever, because that helps me out immensely. Check out the video here. It's either the one YouTube recommends to you guys or the bigger version if this is the cut-up version you're watching. And in either case, it'd be highly appreciated. That all being said, spend the Blazer King with King's Critique. Out. Ta-ta for now. Peace.